Is it working now? Is it working or not?
It takes time. Give me a second.
Doesn't take that long. Still not working.
No. No, yeah.
Really? Okay, cool. I don't know, guys. I got a new headset. The headset has a microphone on it. I disabled it, but it took it back to the thing. All right, what I was trying to say is my save game data is gone. I've lost it twice. So anyone that's having problems with that, you're not alone. And the only way I found to fix it, even for a short period of time, is to delete it off the system. Delete your save game data, maybe even reinstall the game, and then it seems to fix it for at least a little bit, and then boom, it happens to me again. And I'm not getting a blue error message or anything like that, so I don't really know what's going on. But that kind of sucks. So now I need to buy some parts. I grind it out. I mean, I have nothing. I just opened the game up again today, and that's what it looked like. So all the bikes, everything's gone. The only thing that's a positive is that all the tracks and everything's already unlocked, so you don't have to re-unlock things. And I guess we should do the 125 because everybody was complaining that they couldn't hear the two-stroke in that last video, which is BS. If you can't hear the two-stroke over me talking, you are deaf. So we're going to check out the 125 again. I need to upgrade it anyways. No, wait, this isn't the one that I was using. Well, it's probably going to be the one we're going to use because I don't have enough coins to buy one. I think it's like 9,000 MotoCoins, but I want it for the aftermarket parts here. So we're going to use the Nordic one. Upgrade that. Takes practically all our stuff. Let's put the shorty on it. Yeah, I've left. Tires got to run those Dunlops, man. If you don't. What's going on, guys? How's your day going? You pumped for the race? Hold on. I'm not happy with how this is working. I think I can afford this. Is expensive. Rocket. Just. Egg. Oh my God. Dude, I don't know. That's not. I'll stream on Twitch, and everybody complains then that I don't stream, but I actually do stream on Twitch, but nobody's watching there. But it works so much better than it works on YouTube for me. I swear I'm the only person in YouTube that has massive issues with streaming on YouTube. I'm the only one. The only one. So, Nick Hawkins, dude, thanks for the $5, man. Thanks for the $5 super chat. Means a lot. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I have super good internet. I don't know. I think it's my capture card. If I had to pinpoint it on something, have another one on the way, but it's gonna take a couple weeks. So I was gonna type in the chat, but it seems to be working. Sorry, guys. It's just gonna be super. Link description of to the. It's just so much better to stream there. It's going to start to lag again. That's what my capture card is telling me. Sorry, guys. I don't know. I'll probably put out another video or something today instead of the live stream. And I was going to live stream because I have no MotoCoins. I lost all my progress again. So, yeah, multiplayer is available, I think. You can play it with, you know, the people that have it early or whatever. Always watching the stream. Thanks, dude. Yeah, I'll try to figure it out. Hopefully in the next couple weeks I can get it squared away, and I'm thinking about picking this game up on PC because if it plays out like in a smooth 60 FPS, it'll look better, and then I'll just start streaming over there. So, what's up, Austin? Yeah, sorry guys, my bad. Seriously, my bad. I wish it would have been better, but it's all screwy right now. So I'll probably try to get another video out today. I'm not going to say exactly what. I know people wanted to see free ride. Maybe that'll be one of the videos. Free ride or... Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know. But the other thing I wanted to say before quitting here, because the stream's not running good, is... And I bet none of the people in this stream are here that were saying that. But as far as me defending the game, they're like, oh, he's defending the game because the devs gave him a copy. BS. Guess what? I'm going to buy my own copy of the game on PC. So don't throw that trash at me. Don't throw that shade at me. The game has problems, of course. Frame rate issues are a problem. And the two-stroke video. It's like everybody freaked out on that. The two-stroke video, the sounds, yeah, they're not great, okay? They definitely could use some work. But then I was saying, as far as the best sounding one out of them all is probably the 250 in my opinion. That's not saying that, oh, these are the best two-stroke sounds in the game. So, yeah, that's whatever. Wanted to get that out of the way. I was going to pin a comment because there was just so much hate for that. And if you can't hear the two-strokes over that, you're deaf. You are deaf. But, what's up, Grant? How you doing, guy? Yeah, I'm done, man, because I know the stream's not going to... It's going to keep lagging. Sorry, but... want to move over to Twitch. Probably, I don't know, probably not today. It's getting kind of late, but hopefully I have another video up for you. I'll try to get another video up today since the stream did not work. Sorry if you stopped by for that. Hopefully in the next couple weeks we can kind of get that squared away. And I don't know what's wrong with it, man. Can you have a shout out? It's Galaxy. What's up, man? What's my favorite gear? The Fast House, bro. Fast House, man. I love that gear in the game. I know, man. What's up, Dead Knife? I know who you are. It's been a long time. When am I going to play MX Simulator again? When people start watching it. How about that? Huh? That game's kind of fun for me, but not super fun for me. So I do that for videos more than just fun. I've been playing this game way more than I've been doing videos. I like this game. And don't throw the whole, oh, he got free copy from the developers, so he's sucking up BS. It has its fair share of issues, which I believe will get patched, but this game is fun. This game has a ton of content. Follow you on Twitch? Yeah, I'll be over there, man. Thanks for the follow. We'll definitely be over there eventually. What's up, Madman? Kawasaki King of Dirt Bikes? Yeah, I got back to your comment. You were the guy that was asking me to get back to your comment. It's not lagging now. Well, we can try, but I'm letting anybody here know now. If it starts to lag, it's going to be the end of it. Fair enough? And if people join and you're still here and they're saying lag, then you can inform them that the stream's done because I'm not putting up with the lag again. What's the Twitch? It should be in the description. Almost every single video. You know what, let's, hold on. I wanted to try something here real quick since it's still kind of working. Let me go to events, time trial. Let's just do, what's an easy track? Indianapolis is pretty easy. But ghost session, what does that mean? Let's just do best. I want to see if I can actually change the ghost and make it, we'll see. We'll try a couple things. Go to the edge of map. The cannonball thing is still, it's still in the game. The two strokes aren't, yeah, the two stroke sounds could be better for sure. The lag's pretty bad, especially out, oh yeah, I forgot to. Dude, if you want to see lag, go check out the Nationals, man. The Nationals lag pretty hard, but from what I understand, they have some kind of a patch in mind. Like, if you play like this, it's not so bad. There's little moments of the lag, but it's not that bad. It's when you're racing against everybody else that it's like kind of terrible. So I want to try something here, aside from the ghost. Maybe you guys have already done it because it'll be cool. Open up some possibilities. I'm on the 125, but I want to run the best lap I can, and then I want to switch and see if I can race against my ghost, like using a different bike, you know what I mean? Or if that ruins the session, or if you can't even do that. But yeah, if you're just joining us, I did lose all my same game progress again. And if it happens to you, the only way I've seen to be able to kind of fix that is to delete it off of your PlayStation or your Xbox. Is that a... Actually, let me know. If you had that happen to you, are you on PlayStation or are you on Xbox? Because I'm on PlayStation, so I don't know if it's just a PlayStation thing or if it's on Xbox too. Kind of curious. But you have to delete it from your system, the save game data, and then you might even have to reinstall the game. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I reinstalled the game, so I don't know. The game's too loud. Try that. Let me know if that's better. It's been a long time, man. It's been a long time since I live stream. I don't do it anymore. And the reason, you want to know the reason I quit live streaming? Was because of the problems I was having with YouTube and why it didn't work for me. And I guarantee you it's going to start buffering again. Trust me, I'll see it. It'll start buffering again. I don't think that high line is the good line for sure. You know, with the physics being kind of floaty like this, hitting the big lines isn't necessarily going to be the fast ones. I really think staying low and, you know, maybe step on, step on, step off or something like that instead of trying to jump the whole section will be better for hitting the good lines. Oh, that was a pretty sweet line though. I don't think I'm going to make this. Yeah, just check up. So I want to try and, we'll probably take this lap. Let's take this lap when we're done because this will by far be our best lap that we've done so far. And then I want to see if I can switch to the 250 and run hot lap against myself on the 125, you know what I mean? Since the game doesn't really have any load menus. So, let me see. We can go, oh, you can't. That sucks, man. I really thought you'd be able to. I thought you'd be able to pull up the garage. What a rip. I was hoping you could switch your vehicle mid-time attack and switch bikes and whatnot. That sucks. Okay. Well, that question was answered. I guess, what do you guys want to see? Someone said free ride, so... I have a video on that, but it's a really short one, so let's just go to... free ride. There's 4 big free ride maps. This is the one you load in at. This is the different one. I like this one the most. This one's pretty cool too. We'll check that out. 100 MotoCoins for that. We'll take it. Rider's way too big. I don't know. I don't have a problem with the scaling. I mean, I'm not arguing with you, but I don't know. Yeah, I think it's a little floaty. It's definitely a little floaty. Take that crap, dude. You want to talk like a man, but you hide behind a keyboard. I don't take any of that junk. None of it. This is not a democracy. What gear am I using? Nothing, dude. If you just showed up, I lost my game save data again. Again. And so, I've had to open up the game again and grind it out. This is the second time. And if it's happening to you, and I didn't see, if anybody else here has had that happen to them, what console are you on? Are you on Xbox or are you on PlayStation? If it happens to you, you have to delete it off your system and just go through it again. If you don't delete it, the old save game data or whatever, it gets corrupted or something. If you don't delete it, it'll just keep doing that to you over and over again. So every time you go in, you'll grind out progress and then it'll do it to you every time you open it. So you have to delete it off the system for it to recognize that it's not a problem. Now, they're aware of it. I believe they are working on a patch for it. They're also working on a patch for frame rate. Like right now, it's lagging a little bit. I'm on PS4, regular PS4. Someone got all mad when I was like, I'm lagging on PS4. They're like, don't blame the PlayStation. I'm not blaming the PlayStation. I think things need to be optimized for sure. But they've already said that they have patches for it. So, like, basically everybody's getting too mad because I actually enjoy the game, even with the few problems that we have right now. And yes, I believe that the frame rate issue is a big problem. The 4-strokes I don't really think sound that bad. And there's tons of people that'll be like, this guy doesn't even ride in real life. Bro, I've been riding longer in real life probably than you are old. I hate that comment. What does that have to do with anything anyways? It has nothing to do with anything. So what? If you don't ride in real life, that means you can't play these games? That's ridiculous. You can't have an opinion on it? That's ridiculous. Guess what? The crowd that they're trying to reach with this game is people that may not ride or may not know anything about anything. They're not going for the hardcore guys. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the hardcore guys. I consider myself pretty hardcore, even though I like games that are not sim. It's just... That's so stupid. That is just so dumb. So dumb. I don't even know what I was saying. Oh yeah, the people just getting upset that I actually like the game. It's like, if I don't feel like them, they don't like it when you push your opinion on them, but they want to push their opinion on you, and you have to feel the same way as them. It's like, get out of here. Get out of here with that junk. You know what? I need MotoCoins. Sorry. If you want to see free rides, sorry about that, but we're gonna go do some races. Let's go do some supercross because that's a little bit less laggy. What tracks should we do? This one's really easy. Las Vegas. A lot of you have already seen Las Vegas. East Rutherford, I think we did. I don't know if we did Salt Lake. I don't remember Salt Lake. I don't have any of these memorized. Let's put it on hard. The bike's kind of upgraded, but it's the only one because I just started again. Am I going to do a post-race live stream? No, probably not. What time is the race tonight? I think it's 7:30 Central, 6:30 Eastern, I think. I think the game is fine. Yeah, it's got some problems, guys. I'm not going to try to hide it. And I didn't try to... People were like, oh, you didn't show the races until late. I showed the races with the AI before it was early access release. I showed it like on the 22nd. And I wasn't hiding that. I said in my first video, I think, that there is some pretty strong lag when you race the AI. And I personally didn't enjoy doing the races like that. I prefer to just ride around. And then I did races when I needed the MotoCoins. So, whatever. Do the longest race? Well, that'd probably be an outdoor one. Yeah, people were asking about real bikes, too. Are they going to be in the game? They have mentioned already it's going to be a DLC package. See, it's like, I don't know this track. Got through that. Oh! And you do crash a little bit easier than people think. I mean, yeah, we might hit a quad and case and get away with it, but sometimes you do that and it doesn't work. And the whoops is another thing. They look little and they look easy, but sometimes it's just not that easy. See, there's some pretty strong leg right there. It's not the stream, it's the game's doing that right now. Now, if they never fixed it or anything, yeah, I would be a little more upset, but they've already said they're working on it. They're not just going to ignore the game. I know some people want to think that that's the case, but they're not going to. They said they're not going to, and I'm going to believe them. I'm going to believe that they're going to keep working on it. They want it to be a good experience, and right now it's a good experience still, but it's tough. You know, it's just like if you play a hardcore FPS game. See, look at that. Off the track, I'm blaming lag. I'm blaming lag. Oh, I'm stuck on tough luck. You know, it's hard to hit those lines because you're trying to go around the corner as best you can, and then it stutters like that, and you just, I don't know, you overcorrect, and it's awkward. But we can do nationals if you really want to see it, but there's a couple, I think one of the nationals from one of the free ride worlds is pretty decent FPS wise, like it runs okay, the frame rate's okay, but a lot of them, Turtle Bay is notorious for being pretty hardcore laggy. I really want to get back on the 450. I've just been getting used to that bike in particular. Haven't hardly used the 125. Someone was telling me they thought the 125 was the fastest bike in the game. I don't know about that. I'm not arguing with you because I don't really know. I haven't tested. That's something that'll be coming up soon. I want to run the bikes against each other, kind of time attack them. I know it's not like a hardcore great test or anything, but if I can run a pretty good lap on the 125 and then basically run the same lap on the 250 or 4-stroke, for example, I think we'll get a fairly decent reading off of it, see which one's better. The 125 is fast, but it's just like you would think. You gotta really maintain the momentum. It's our lead. 13 seconds, man. 13 seconds. I know we're just on hard. We need to go to all time because I need those MotoCoins. I need like 50,000 MotoCoins, I think, to do what I want to do. The only bike we have upgraded is this 125er. I mean, if you guys have the game, what do you think of it? I mean, I'm not here to say that anybody, if you don't like the game, that you're wrong. I'm not here to say that. I just feel that way, so curious what you guys think if you have the game. I'm sure the frame rate issue is a problem for everybody. And I've heard screen tearing on like the Xbox One X and the PS4 Pro. And nobody has it on PC yet, so. Let's pick a different, can I pick from here? No, I can't. Oh yeah, I can. I guess we'll do a national. Now, let me see if I can find one. This one's, whoa, laggy. One of them isn't that bad. I think maybe it's Iron Hill. Let's try Iron Hill. I think Iron Hill's alright. Let's do this. Let's do this. What game do I like better? I don't know. We might do a video which one I think is better eventually. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Yeah, I know everybody still wants Reflex back, which I love Reflex too, guys. One of my favorite moto games of all time. But that's just not the case. And this game feels different than anything. You've heard it surpasses Reflex? That's funny because I see a lot of people just complaining about it. How much do the bikes cost in the game? The 450, I believe, is 11,500 coins. The 250, I don't know, and the 125 and the 250 two-stroke are like 9,000. And then it's $10,000 to, or 10,000 MotoCoins to upgrade your suspension and your, it looks like it's gonna lag, and your engine motor. I don't know how many we have, but not very many. Yeah, see this one, I mean, I wouldn't say this one runs any worse than Supercross. Like right now, for me at least, it's, I mean, the start board was pretty laggy, but yeah, I don't know. We're running pretty decent. There was kind of laggy, I guess, but this national's not so bad, but man, some of them are really bad. If you want to see it, we'll check it out, but it's hard to play. Oh! What a dirty move, man. Oh my god. Kinda, you know, that's the other thing you gotta get used to. When you bump into the AI, it's different than it has been in past games. Usually, they feel kind of spongy. Does that make sense? When you bump into the AI, it feels kind of spongy because it's like they absorb you a little bit and it doesn't kick you the way you would think it would normally in a video game. Does that make sense? I feel that. Actually, there's two other tracks besides this one. There's another one similar to this at the same map that is a bit longer, a little bit more difficult, and the frame rate's not bad. So some of these nationals aren't too bad. The water ones, I think, are probably the ones that run a little bit more not as good, but so how many people here did get early access? That's the other thing. Now, I'm not going to defend it in that way, but technically, it was early access, I'm assuming. I don't know for sure, so I'm not quoting it, but I would assume they'll have a day one patch for the official release date. Technically, this is early access. Granted, I didn't see the frame rate issues coming, but technically it is. I was just curious how many people here actually did get the early access and how many people were, at least at the time, if you've changed your opinion, I'm not, you know, whatever, but how many people are waiting until the 27th actually? Because I felt like there was a lot of people that were going to pre-order. I don't know, it just kind of felt like that, looking through comments and, you know, whatever. And I'm curious how... I can tell you that I have pre-ordered games in the past, but I haven't pre-ordered a lot of things. Like when I was a kid, first of all, I don't remember pre-orders being a big thing when I was a kid. I mean, I come from like the Sega Genesis days and the Nintendo 64. I don't really remember pre-orders being a big thing. Now pre-orders are a lot more, and they're giving you special bonus, I guess, is an added incentive to do it. But I never did much pre-ordering back in the day, so I'm curious how many people here pre-ordered it and how many people, you know, whatever. You know what? Knock on wood, I'm shocked that it hasn't like hardcore lagged. And it's only 720. That's the stupid thing. My internet should be able to beast, but yeah, it's only 720, so the stream looks like crap. Whatever. The game looks much better than that. Like me sitting here playing it, it looks, I mean, and also when I upload it to YouTube, the quality gets drowned out. So the game looks better than it looks when I show it. Let's see if we can find another one that's not going to lag like really, 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 really bad. Iron Hill, we just did it. Stingray Shore. Coconut Beach is pretty laggy. Turtle Bay was one of the more really bad ones. I think this one's pretty laggy. Falcon Hill. Maybe there's an opencross one. Horseshoe Bend. Let's check this out. Put this on. Let's put it on all time. We're winning pretty easy. Game looks fun. It's fun, man. It's the fun factor, and that's what they were going for. The two-stroke sound, yeah, I'm not going to argue, is a little bit off, for sure. You just subscribed, Caleb Jenkins. Thanks for joining the channel, dude. Does this have brand bikes? No, but they're going to. It's going to be added as DLC. That's the other thing, you know. No matter how you want to look at it, it's $10 cheaper than its competitor. So you can spend that extra $10 on some DLCs and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I still play Mad Skill's Motocross too? Yes, Griffin, I do a little bit. How you liking Monster? You won that giveaway. You're playing it a lot? What's your level in that game? I'm curious. See, this game right here, this one is the same map. So this map in particular just runs better. It's the same, it's not the same track, but it's at the same map as the last one was. This particular free world map that has these tracks just works better than the other ones. I don't know why. I'm not a developer or a problem solver of video games, but it's just interesting to me that these two tracks are... Oh, see, look, oh my god. That's that aggressive setting. I haven't adjusted any, just the one for that one video, because I didn't have credits and I didn't want to waste credits on it. I needed to save them for myself and my own stuff. But there, man, if you were super ticked off with that video of the two-stroke, I'm not talking the whole time, so here's your chance to listen to it if you're deaf and couldn't hear it in the video. We got Ken here. We gotta catch Ken. I don't think we're gonna win this race, man. I need these moto coins. I want to buy that 450 again, and I need to get some gear. Ken, to get some gear. Look at him, he's dirty! I'm gonna get my Fast House gear on my pink polka dot Choi Lee Designs gear. People were hating on that gear. Crazy. That stuff is wild awesome. Oh. I mean, it's a little bit laggy. It's not like a super solid 30 FPS here or anything, but it's not enough that it bothers me a lot. If they could get all the tracks... okay, if they could get all the outdoor tracks to minimum run as good as this one's running, I'd be okay. I mean, of course I'd want it better, but I would be okay with it. I mean, we must have a fast line there. Faster than the AI. Oh, the other thing, and well, maybe I won't talk about it. I was going to save it for a video, but... Yeah, you know what? I'm going to save it for a video. I'm going to save it for a video. It's a little thing, a little subtle thing, but I'm sure there's a few people that did not know about it. And kind of touch on it in a video that I'm working on. And it's kind of cool. Something different. It would have been cool if you could have adjusted. You know, people are talking about the rider. The rider's too big for the bike. Okay, and the other thing addressing as far as the tracks being wide, there's multiple reasons for that, I believe. One, like I said, the target audience that they're going after is not necessarily hardcore moto gamers. Or like just the hardcore audience. that's not necessarily who they're going after. They're trying to introduce new people to the motocross racing world, the moto game world. So you know, you're walking by, and let's just use a kid for an example, and you're with your kid, and he sees it in the video game section, and he's like, that looks cool. There's bikes and buggies and quads and stuff like that. That looks cool. I want to check it out. But doesn't really know anything about anything. That's kind of what they're shooting for, you know? But yet, it's fun enough that hardcore moto gamers like us will enjoy it too. The game is, I don't care. It's fun. I don't care. Disagree with me all you want. It's fine. Now, the other thing about the tracks being really wide, yeah, they're wide. They're wide. I mean, they're not scaled right, obviously, but I think the reason, multiple reasons for that. One, because again, we're trying to, like, the way the game plays, I think it just, you almost need that wide track, and it doesn't feel that wide in Supercross. It doesn't feel that wide in Supercross. Here in the Nationals, it feels kind of wide. Feels a little wide, but in Supercross, it doesn't feel that wide because I still make tons of mistakes. I'm sure after months and months and years of practice, you won't really notice that anymore, or you won't need that wide of a track. But having that wide track in Supercross is kind of nice because the way the game plays, it just feels like you need it for making those corrections. On top of the fact that, again, they're trying to sell to a crowd that may not be just super awesome at moto games, so having that wide track allows for error. You know, allows for making mistakes. I'll tell you this. I remember in Supercross 2000, they had the invisible walls you could put up. When you were Supercross 2000 on the Nintendo 64, they had the invisible walls you could put up where, you know, you couldn't really jump off the track. It would kind of hang you up a little bit, like it would just hang you up so you weren't having this smooth flow the whole time. But it was, you couldn't really, we have a 19-second lead. We are flying on all time. But I remember just, if I didn't have those walls up in the beginning, I would have been all over the track. It would have been awful. And then, you know, after playing for a while, I kind of took that off, and you could jump off the track to some degree. Actually, I don't know if you actually could. I think the walls were always there in Supercross 2000. But that's kind of the same concept with having the wide tracks, because moto games were new to me. I was just getting involved with motocross in general when I was that age, and so I wasn't like awesome at the game. I mean, I'm not saying I'm awesome now, okay? People think I'm too full of myself sometimes, and it's like, bro, I see people that are so full of themselves, and then I say something like that, and people freak out. But anyways, I think that's why the tracks are wide. Allows for more correction. For hardcore guys that watch races and race in real life, yeah, you'll say that this isn't correct. You're right, it's not. It's overscaled. But personally, that's my opinion on why they do it. People start modding things, yeah, it would be kind of cool. Anyone who says, oh, Reflex is overrated is a noob, yeah. I don't know if it makes him a noob, but I think that Reflex definitely revolutionized moto gaming to some degree. So, you know, I'll go back to Supercross. I need these credits. Ah, we only have 8,000. Oh, what's the faster way to do it? Series is the best way to do it, but a lot of those are going to lag really bad. Let's go to Glendale. Put it all the time. Run some laps, and then we'll go do some other things. Reflex. I did like Reflex better than Alive, yeah. Me personally. I didn't have a problem with Alive, but I liked Reflex better. Race Atlanta? Yeah, we can check out Atlanta, man. Sorry I didn't see it. Can you win the giveaway? Yeah, man. I mean, if it works out like that, I'm just going to run it through a little program, put all the names in it, and then it randomly chooses it. What do you mean, how did I race? You know, maybe we could check some multiplayer. I'm sure there's some people playing. They'll destroy us, but you guys can get a look at it, maybe. Can't race in the event area? I'm not sure what you mean. Is the Supercross? Yeah, well, good thing we're doing Glendale. Glendale, Atlanta, and then we might check out some multiplayer. I think it'd be kind of cool. I don't know this track. I don't remember. I don't have any of these tracks memorized yet. Well, Indianapolis I have somewhat memorized, and Las Vegas, but other than that, I'm not sure what to do there. If I could jump up onto that, it would work a lot better, I think, but I just can't quite do it. And that's a small triple. Some of those triples they all feel a little bit different. And again, the whoops, I mean, these whoops right here aren't that bad, but the whoops are way harder than you think they are. Just the way they work and the way the bike moves. Oh my god. This triple right here I know is a big one. This one needs a preload. Yeah, I'm gonna preload over that every time. No preload there. I don't know, one thing I wish mattered more, it feels a little bit like carrying your speed around the outside isn't really beneficial. Like you can take that inside line still, and like the AI does it all the time to me, and they just can still hit the really big lines. So I wish it was a little bit different than that, but it's a small complaint. See, these whoops aren't that bad, but I've been on some tracks where the whoops aren't gnarly. They're really tough. I think I'm over preloading that. The preload's kind of hard to... Now, if you're using the manual transmission, that's going to be tough because there's two manual transmission settings. The thumbstick one, where you press down on one thumbstick and press down on the other one to downshift or upshift. The problem with that is it easily shifts the bike when you preload. Like, really easily. So... yeah, I don't know. Right now with the I'm not even using the manual right now. I'm using the automatic because I really want to use the thumbstick shift. See, I can't quite get up on there. I want to use the thumbstick shift, but every time I do, if I just barely lean forward, it starts to automatically shift the bike when I don't want to. So when I use the manual, I'm using the one where it's X and square upshifts, X downshifts. That's what I've been doing lately, and it's really awkward, and I don't like that setup. I don't know why preloading shifts it so easy. Like in Encore, I never had that problem. I'll try it. Encore, like, you could preload really hard. Now, the one thing that's different is, okay, the preload is softer. It's a lot softer than it was in Encore, and I don't feel the need to hammer the thumbsticks when I'm trying to preload, you know what I mean? Like in Encore, you break thumbsticks basically trying to preload. This game, I don't really notice that at all. It's pretty easy on all time. So the AI difficulty, you know, it's like most moto games where they're pretty easy. All right, we have 10,000. What can we do with that? I don't think that's enough to buy the bike that I want to buy. Okay, we got to do Atlanta. Someone wanted Atlanta. That's the one that the devs ran that hot lap on. That super smooth hot lap. Freak 1857. Thanks for the super chat, dude. Thanks for making videos. I couldn't with how effing toxic this community is. Keep it going, man. Thanks, dude. You know, there's a lot of crap, man. There's a lot of junk that goes on in it, but I'd still say mostly it's good. You know, I'm gonna try to stay positive about it. Most of the people I talk to, most of the people are pretty good. And I'm not saying, as far as the community goes with moto games, when I say good, I'm not saying that they're just like, oh, great video, Wyndham, you're doing so good. It's not like that. That's just being nice. People can say that I don't agree with your opinion because of this. I don't think that makes the community toxic. It's the ones that, well, just go look at some of those last videos I posted. You'll see that toxicity there. And so yeah, thanks for the super chat, man. Wait, this is Atlanta? This doesn't feel like Atlanta. Oh man, this is the track that everybody says looks, and I agree with you, looks like Capital City from Untamed. I think these whoops are pretty easy too. Oh no. See, there's kind of a weird bounce in there too if you get on that back wheel too much. Oh my god. Still learning the game. Supercross is a struggle for me still. I like it. It's so different than anything else. Oh, the other thing I saw in comments, which I just thought was so funny, was people complain a lot of times that past games have been too stiff, right? Like the physics have been too stiff. And then I saw a guy commenting and said the physics are too free now. They're too free. So they were too stiff, now they're too free. It's like, nobody's happy. Nobody's ever gonna be happy. Posted a comment, a picture of a comment from two different people that were essentially left at the exact same time last night on YouTube, on Twitter. And it's exactly, in a nutshell, I know I'm not very good here, I'm sorry. It's in a nutshell YouTube life. It really is. I just posted it yesterday from two different people, and they were exact opposites as far as what they were trying to say in the comment, which was funny to me. Oh, you can still bail. Bailing is a thing, see? You hit down, press down on the thumbsticks and the bumpers, I think. You can still bail. Now I just gave up my awesome lead. Oh, but we're gonna hit this perfect. But yeah, a little floaty. I mean, the more I play it, the less I notice it. I think it's one of those things where you just get used to it. This sounds pretty cool. Yeah, this reminds me a lot of Capital City. Even this raised corner here. Not sure how I want to go about this. Okay, that we should preload that. Okay, I got it. Yeah, there's not really a clutch boost either. I mean, there's a slight clutch boost, but it's not. I keep over jumping that. Oh my god. I don't know what I want to do here. That, and preload out. Okay, got it. Oh, it doesn't matter. This is the last lap anyways. Capital City. I haven't ran into any other tracks that I felt were like that. Maybe there are some that are, you know, like big ones, I guess. Sick oppo? Yeah, I can, dude. You can oppo in this game. I actually have working on a video with a bunch of different whips. Actually, I have it done. I just need to put it together. Recorded like for 2 hours and cut the video down into about 5 minutes yesterday or the day before. I have a bunch of videos lined up already. But you can actually oppo really. Let's do that now. There's a specific spot where you can do it a little bit easier. You kind of find that top. What map was it? I think it's this one. We'll try and do that. It's pretty cool though. I'm playing on PS4. It is lagging a little bit. Regular PS4. Yeah, I loved Untamed. I think MX vs ATV Unleashed was more because I played with my friends a lot. When I got MX Unleashed, nobody else had it. So excited to get the game. It's fun. I really think it's one of those you just kind of play it. And if you haven't seen this, this is freaking cool. So where is it? Somewhere in here there should be freestyle ramps. Here. I think it's this specific spot right here. Okay, so you come around this corner. No. Shoot. Where was it? I gotta find it. Hold on. There's a spot here. I think it's... Is it this? No, hold on. No, this isn't the spot. I gotta find that spot, man. There's a sweet spot for throwing those sick oppos. Where was it? Oh, I think it's farther over here. Hold on. I think it's on this side. Right there. I see it. Let's see if we can do it. I'm not very good. I've still been working on it, but this spot works pretty good. I was doing it on the 450. I don't know if that makes a difference or not. It's going to take some time to get it down. But you can actually do it in the game. It's really cool. That's so sick. It's kind of slow rotation, but that is sick, man. I don't care. You can hate all you want, but that is sick. The physics are very free. You can do anything you want. Let me see it on the screen. Yeah, that's sick. That's sick, man. I don't care. I love it. Being able to have that freedom. That is so awesome. Tell me that's not awesome. Someone will find a way to, but I love it. That's sick. Yeah, it's really dope, man. It's lit. Throwing oppos like that, it takes some getting used to because it's really weird. Like, the front end sometimes wants to get too high, and then you have trouble bringing it back. So it's a little bit of a struggle. It's so much easier just to throw regular fatty, but yeah, that oppo is really sick. The freedom in here, and everybody before was like, it's not free. The whips don't look free. BS, that's freedom right there. That is free, and I love it. I mean, it's a lot harder to throw one like that, and you can throw it on any jump, but it works when you have one that kind of shoots you up like this, and then you throw a preload with it. See, I kind of got out of control. It's just a little bit hard and inconsistent for me. I'm sure in a month or so, everybody will have that down. And then sometimes, I don't know, it's just kind of luck of the draw. Backflip rock solid. I don't have the tricks memorized, but backflipping is really easy in the game now. You just hold backwards and it counts as a backflip. So backflipping is really easy, front flipping is really easy. Like, I think back to reflex, and front flipping was a little bit harder unless you like got a weird glitch, but now front flipping is like super easy. Tricks. There's a trick here. Let me see if I can do it. There's ground tricks here. Hold on. Why can't I get it? You have to be moving. I'm having trouble. I don't do tricks, guys. I'm not like a trick guy here, so. But there's ground tricks, and one of them's like the goon. Keep resetting myself instead. No, well, there's a ground trick. There's one called the goon, which is awesome. No, that's that. Oh my god. There, the goon. That's the goon. We just did it. Let me see if I can do it again. No, I'm not doing the double can. I want to get the goon. There it is. Isn't that sick? I love it. The goon. Pretty awesome. How many free ride tracks are there? There's 4, and they're big. See? They're huge. Huge free ride maps. And you can teleport anywhere you want to go. So, you know, if I want to go do right here, man, you hold down on the touchpad. I'm on PS4 or the options, whatever it would be on Xbox. I don't know. I don't have it on Xbox. I know people are upset that there's no water effects with the puddles on the tracks. There is water effects here. It's a little laggy. There is water effects in this water. See, it's slight, but there is water effects in this water. There's just not on some of those dirty mud puddles, and I don't really know the reasoning behind that. It's a small detail, which would have been nice to see, but for me, it's not like a deal breaker. I'm not even sure what track this is. Each free ride world has like kind of a freestyle area, and then just an open area, and then like multiple tracks. Usually like one supercross, one kind of hybrid where it's a little bit of both, and then one national track, I think, too. So yeah, maybe just because people were asking, let me go to a spot here. Maybe I'm not going to be able to because there's water. Should be able to cannonball. Looks like might be able to do it here. Oh, maybe not. I wonder if since this is a water map, you're not going to be able to, but you can cannonball. Still a thing. I don't think I'm going fast enough. No, we're going to drown. So that's a thing. Favorite free roam? For sure. Let me go grab a different one. Free ride. What would I? The only reason I went there is because Ashton wanted to see the Oppo, which is it's so cool that you can do that. Let's see. This is my favorite map probably. I don't know. I just like it. Marble Canyon reminds me kind of a Copper Canyon a little bit. Is the sound acceptable on 2 strokes? Is that what you're asking? I'm not sure what you're trying to say. I think it could be better. I think it could be better. I think the 250 bothers me the least. The 125 bothers me quite a bit. I want to see more of a brap noise, more of a sound, higher pitched rapping sound. And like in my video everybody was freaking out on me. Like, "Hugh, this guy doesn't know anything, he hasn't ride." Yeah, I just have a 125. Actually, it's a 144 with an Athena cylinder on it, which a majority of people probably don't know what the heck that is. So even having that, I know what it's like in real life, but I don't know. I'm just a little bit less picky. Everybody hated the four-stroke sounds too. Well, not everybody. A lot of people didn't like it, and I didn't think it was that bad. I just didn't really bother me that much. And now I think the four-stroke sounds don't bother people as much. It's the two-strokes that are bothering people so much. Crash. I want to get to the edge of the map. People were wanting to see cannonballs, so we're pretty close. Let's do a cannonball real quick here. This is the one with the dunes. One thing, the dunes, and I don't know, maybe I haven't rode around them enough. Someone was saying it didn't look like there is terrain deformation, so I don't know, because I didn't see much either, but maybe I haven't rode enough in it. See, you can still cannonball. That's still a thing. Are there DLC bikes? Not yet, but they are releasing information about that in the near future. They've already said that. Let's go to the dunes. They've already said that that is going to be a thing. They just didn't. They haven't said when, because I know people are waiting for that, myself included. The thing that I want them to the thing that is most important to me to see in their day one patch, the most important thing, is the save game glitch. A lot of people are having that issue. If you haven't had that issue, I'm curious why. I'm curious what's making it, because I've gotten some blue air code readings from PlayStation, and it doesn't seem to be connected to that. Because today, I didn't get one yesterday at all. Turned on the PlayStation and had all my save game was gone. So for now, as far as I know, if I turn the PlayStation off, my save game data is going to be gone. Let me see if there's terrain deformation here, because yeah, you can see the line there. I mean, it's subtle, but I'm guessing if you hung out in here long enough, you would see it. So there, it is there. It's just, it's kind of a little on the subtle side. But no, actually, it's really not that subtle. So yeah, it does decay, even in the dunes. But what you have to do is turn your console off, or not turn your console off, delete your storage, and that's how I got mine back. And so, absolute necessity, must see day one patch, a fix for the save game data loss or whatever, and frame rate. That's the two things that are must, like have to be in the patch. I can't live without it. I absolutely can't. Everything else, I mean, a few little things. Like here, this water, for some reason, doesn't seem to have effects. And I'm really not sure why that is. I mean, I'm sure there's reasons behind it, but the other water has it. But this water doesn't. It makes kind of a sound like you're in the water, but it doesn't. You don't get that splash, you know what I mean? And I know a lot of people were upset about that. Again, that's like one of those teeny tiny things that doesn't really bother me that much, because there's not a lot of water on the tracks. Most of the tracks don't even have water, so it's not that big a deal to me. But I can see where people would be a little disappointed about that. I understand that. I'm not arguing with you. Trying to decide where to go. So I don't know, is there something specific you guys want to see? Because otherwise I was just going to kind of keep grinding MotoCoins, because why not? I only have 12,000. I think, oh, that's not enough to buy a bike. I don't want to do the series because it takes you through a lot of different events that are really, really laggy. So I kind of wanted to stick to, let's do more supercross, I guess. And this is the only bike I have upgraded, which is why it's the one I'm using. Did someone say they wanted to see something? I don't remember. So since no one said anything, let's do Oakland, I guess. All time. 3 laps. The other thing, for some reason on Toronto, and I don't know, maybe it was just the day and time I was doing it. For some reason on Toronto, if I turned it up past 5 laps, it would crash my game. And I don't know if that had something to do with anything or not. Wheelies? You want to see wheelies? More wheelies? Do a UTV? I can if I have one already out. I can't buy it. I don't have enough money. Customization? Dude, I did a whole video on customization. The ranch? You want to go to the ranch? Need to make supercross the game with these physics. The physics are awesome. I love it. I love them. Other vehicles? Alright, we'll check it out. Let me do this race, and then we'll go back to the ranch and see what we can do. Problem is if I would have been streaming before, I had a lot of MotoCoins, and I had all the vehicles and everything. I don't like saying that vehicles, because I don't call it like a vehicle, but whatever. I had all that stuff, you know what I mean? And now my save game broke on me a second time, so I'm going to have to grind again. I was going to play anyways because I have to do that. There was a video I wanted to work on, but now I'm not going to be able to do it because I need the MotoCoins. Oh, and just because I was going to mention this, but then I forgot because I wasn't sure if I was going to keep streaming. If you haven't entered the giveaway, there was a giveaway running on one of the... I don't remember which video it is. Veronica, if you have that, let them know. It's just one code right now. I have 10 codes. 5 for... Oh my god. 5 for PlayStation and 5 for Xbox. But I can only give away one PlayStation, one Xbox right now. After the 27th, after the official release, I can give away the rest of them. So if you don't win this specific giveaway, we'll do another one around the 27th. So you still have time to go. You still have time to get entered into that. And that's a huge thanks to Rainbow Studios and THQ Nordic. They sent me the codes. It's only for people in the United States. I know. I said last time I did a giveaway with Monster that next time it would be for everyone. But since I didn't buy the codes. It's a little out of my control, but next time I do a giveaway that I buy, it'll be for everybody. That was a glitch, so I'm really sorry about that, but you still have time to enter. I think tomorrow is when we're gonna do it, right? Tomorrow is when we're gonna draw for the winners, but there's just 2, one Xbox, one PlayStation, until the 27th. On the 27th, we'll do the rest of them. The other 4 PlayStation, the other 4 Xbox, okay? That makes sense? So people that get it now can play the early access a little bit. Before, this triple's really small. I wish they would have extended that just a little bit, because even on the 125, it's like you really overshoot it. But whatever. Where's the race at tonight? Indianapolis? I don't remember. I know it's cold wherever it is. And it's the 250 East-West shootout race too, I think. So what time is that on? Is that... Wait, what time is it? 5:30. I have to be done for sure by 6:30. The latest I can go is 6:30. I am starving. I want to go get something to eat. Oh yeah, and remind me, we got to go to the ranch. We got to go to the ranch after this. This tough block is solid steel. Dropping your front end too does make a difference. Like, you know, if you remember Encore, some of you guys played it, you could drop that front nose and clip it on a jump, and it wouldn't really be that big a deal. It would just kind of clean itself out. This one, if you do that, it crashes you. You're more likely to crash doing it that way than you are anything else. And again, if you're just joining us, I'm running the automatic because the manual feels weird because of the way it's set up with the preload system. Every time you preload, you shift. It's not like it was in Encore. I mean, it's the same system, but for some reason, it shifts really easy, like really easy. So the only other option you have is to use the square and the X button as the manual, and that just doesn't. It feels so weird. It feels so awkward. It's not really that big a deal because, to be honest with you, I think just kind of hanging out, at least if you're on the 450, hanging out in second, third gear is really the best that you need as of right now. I haven't found a better way to do it. So when I run manual, it's on the 450 and I never really shift. I just kind of stay in second, third, and that's it. Whatever. It's 9:30 a.m. Where are you from? It's in Indy? Okay. The AI is pretty easy. Yeah, the AI is pretty easy. Now you can adjust them to some degree, but yeah, they're pretty easy. Okay, so someone wanted to see different vehicles in the ranch. So we gotta go to that and see if we can get anything else. Yeah, leaning back seems to make a difference. Who is JD7? I think he meant JS7. The game's pretty laggy, yeah. I wish it wasn't, but I think they're going to patch it and it won't be a problem. Let me see if there's a UTV. Otherwise, I can't do that because I don't have the money for it. I only have 13,000 MotoCoins and I want to save those really badly. So if I don't have a UTV... Oh, people wanted to see this. They wanted to see this. This is what's in the game right now. So I'm guessing like the DLC bikes will show up here eventually. I mean, even this is just a little bit laggy, but it doesn't really bother me. So you have the 1000. I'm not really familiar with UTVs. I mean, I know what they are, but I've never like actually rode one before. The QX450. What is that, the quad? That's the quad. We had one. If you were looking to come in here to see the quad, I had one, but I don't need more because I lost the save game progress. Another UTV, the rainbow one. Or no, the Nordic. THQ. Those look so good. The detail in it. Like getting way up in here. Oh, you can actually go into it. The detailing's really well done. What is this? The 500, which we already did a video on that. I think we used the rainbow bike though. But we already checked this out. The 450 quad. This is the one that we had, but we don't have any more. The models look really good. Like, to be able to get in like that and just see it. I mean, you don't really look at it like that during the race, but you know what would have been really cool since it's a new vehicle? If they had the little pricklies on the tires still, you know what I mean? Like, if in the dealership part, you could see the little pricklies on it as it's a new tire. You can actually see it looks like it's been slightly worn. That's really cool. I love that. I think that was a feature they needed to add in the game. Here's the 250. The 450, which this is the 450 we had, I think. The 250 rainbow, or no, the 500 rainbow. 450, which I want to buy back. 250 two-stroke, and that's it. So that's the dealership. Also, if you didn't check it, I think this was the giveaway video, but the BRAP settings, it's just like customizing your own rider. You can pick the gear and everything that they wear, and then you can save it, but you can tune them to be aggressive or showboat or reckless. Now, when I did it, I didn't upgrade the bike, and so my AI guy finished last place. So it didn't really work that well, but I'm guessing if you upgraded the bike... Do you want to discard your changes? Yes. Kind of cool. But I need to go back here. So I don't think I have a UTV. I don't think it gives you one. I think you have to buy it. And I don't have the credits for it. I'm sorry. I want to save my credits. Oh, no. Wait. We have one. Alright. We'll mess around on this a little bit. The first-person cam is really cool. I think that's the best part. I mean, the model itself is really well done. And it's fun, but I think the first person is the most fun in the UTV. Mess around a little bit with it. And it does preload just like the bike. It feels a little soft when it lands, but I don't know, I think the first person cam's cool. I mean, I actually like it better than using it on the bike. The bike first person cam is really well done this time. So much better than it was in Encore. But it just throw whips in it. So what happens? Does it automatically go back on? It does, kind of. Let's go to follow cam here. It's really easy to control. It doesn't really slide around too much. The controls are really tight on the UTV. They just, I don't know, it works really well. It works really well on the opencross tracks. Now, what did that look like? How crazy? The whip? The UTV whip? Oh! No Ronnie Mack, you needed him? Yeah, I know. I mentioned that already. It would have been cool to see him brought into the game. I like the first person though. I think it's cool. So I think you can... Yeah, people were asking this too. Oh, the playlist. Oh, that's something I haven't talked about. The playlist for this game is insane. It is so good. You know, a lot of times racing games have that super generic... I'm gonna switch back to the bike. You know how a lot of times they have that super generic, just kind of racing music that I'm not terribly like a fan of. This isn't. They have bands. This is like old school good, if you know what I mean. Let me upgrade the 250F. Which 250F are we gonna upgrade? I think we're using the Rainbow or the THQ 125. Let me check. Yeah, it's pretty much fully upgraded. So I'm gonna upgrade this 250F. I'm not gonna. I was gonna save it for the 450, but whatever. Pretty much use all my credits here. I'm not gonna be able to buy suspension. Let's do. Yeah, and everybody's freaking out. The dual exhaust is only for the Honda. They're showing that you can use it on what you can do whatever you want. It's your bike, your customization. You choose what you want. So that's just whatever. One of those comments. You know, I think there's some Yosh here. I wish, that's one thing that bothers me, and it's such a stupid thing, but I wish I could hit up on the D-pad and it would go back to the bottom. It doesn't, so I have to go all the way back down, but it automatically goes to the top if you're doing it that way. Oh, run. Yoshimura. Okay. Did I upgrade the motor? Yeah. Okay, cool. Tires. Let's see. What else do they have? Oh, they got some Gibson here. Kenda. I'm sorry, I have to. I'm a Dunlop guy, man. I love my Dunlops. People are like Michelin. I don't like Michelin. You know, the only reason, nothing totally against the company or anything, but the problem is I had a pair of Michelins and they were intermediate to hard terrain. And where I ride, it was kind of a clay hard track, and I ruined the tire in one afternoon. And I was like, nope, I'm done with that. And I've never went back. Dunlop for me, the where I ride at least, their tires hold up better than anything. Let's do the sprocket. This should be free, some of this, because if you unlock it, it's unlocked for everything. The Pro Taper Contour. Gotta be careful, because one time I said Pro Circuit because I was thinking that, and everybody roasted me. So we're not gonna do that mistake. And let's do this. I've also been messing with the setup, but I just lost everything I had, so couldn't keep working on it. The load in, it's not really that annoying. I mean, a lot of games do that, so it doesn't bother me too much. I know it was bothering some people. Let's go with this. Kind of makes me think Husky. Okay, so let's go to tuning. No, tuning. Right here. So to find a setup to where, let's just max everything out and then try to find a setup. Now it will affect the bike negatively a little bit after, I'm not sure where it does. There it does a little bit. The engine, but you know what, I don't think it's that big a deal, and backing off the traction and whatnot doesn't bother me. Handling traction. Okay, so if one thing people wanted to see was it, but it takes everything else down so much. Maybe bring it down to like, Let's try that. It takes it down a lot, to be honest with you, but let's see. This is just here. You know what? I'm gonna take that down actually, because the brakes are really, really aggressive. It's like that touchy front brake if on a bike if you have that. So we're gonna take it down a little bit. No, we want to leave this based on the gearing, I suppose. The clutch. Increase the handling. You know what? Let's just leave it like that. So apply, apply. Now there's some weird glitch because when I come back into this, everything will be maxed out to the one side again. I don't really understand how it works, but you know, whatever. Let's go try it now. Yeah, I know I didn't get gear, but oh, I was on the 250. I was thinking I was on the 450. Well, we'll try it anyways. Let's go find a track. Oh, I can do this. Where is one? Here's one. Okay, it's this way. Let's just see. Maybe you can get a little more. People were upset about not having enough wheel spin. See, definitely was sliding around. The camera still is a little on the... I don't know if... It's just different. I mean, it's a little jerky in the corners. I see what you're saying. I wish it was a little bit smoother in corners. It kind of jerks around a lot. It's going to be hard to tell here because this isn't a supercross track. But see, I'm sliding around. I mean, I'm definitely sliding a little bit more. I think it's too much for me. I would prefer to have a little bit less of that. But yeah, I see if you go into the corner really hard and square it off, the camera gets a little on the weird side. It's kind of hard to tell here on the national track. Probably would work better to test it on supercross. Go to the edge of the map. Where am I? We'll do that. You just want me to get cannonballed? Is that what you're saying? Okay, here. We'll cannonball for you. Glad to see that's something in the game that's never went away. 2 pipes faster. I don't think so. They have some retired MX guys, but I don't think he's specifically in this game. I don't think so. What's up, Tyler? How you doing, man? Sorry if I'm missing a lot of stuff. I'm just desperately trying. You know, I want to try it on Supercross. I want to see if it works. So let's try our setting, see how it works, and then come back and change as needed. What tracks have we? Haven't done a lot of them. Let's just do Anaheim. Why not? Let's do the first one. See, I'm scared to put it on 5 laps. I'm scared. I just think it's going to crash my game, to be honest with you. I think it's going to crash it. So classic. Yeah, I'm glad that it's there. Thank you. You're welcome, man. You're not sure about the game? I like it. I like it a lot. I'm going to do the Should You Buy series of it probably on, I don't know if the 27th or later. I think I'm going to wait until they bring out that day 1 patch. Something to fix the frame rate, because that frame rate is going to bother a lot of people. I mean, it kind of bothers me to crash. It bothers me, but I mean, if the game stayed like this, I would be upset with the frame rate issues. But they've stated they have patches. They're working on patches to fix this stuff. So there's one kata. So I'm not too worried about it. It'll be okay. So yeah, I have way too much power. I need to adjust more specifically for tracks, I think, indoor and outdoor. Because for Supercross, on this 250, we're just over jumping everything. See, these whoops are kind of tough to get through. Well, sure, I say that. We got through them really good. But those whoops can be tough to get through. This triple's really easy to overjump. There's another one, too. You know, I kind of like the setting. It's not too bad. I think we need to back off the acceleration a little bit. The bike tuning is affects it a lot. I mean, a lot. The bike is affected a lot by how much you tune it. So I'm so pumped that they put that back in the game. You know, with Supercross, you just kind of were stuck with whatever you had. You couldn't. There was really no way to. Well, I'm letting off a lot because I think I'm gonna overjump. There was no way to tune it. Reflex had it. I don't even think Alive had it. So Reflex was like the last one. Untamed had it too. And it feels like they made it more so, like you can feel it more in this game, even than those other ones. So, like with Reflex, I never messed with it too much. I always kind of put the settings in the middle and then just stayed with it. Unless I played like an MX Warlord track. Now those, yeah, I would turn that stuff way up because MX Warlord tracks, typically, you need the settings way up. Yeah, I know, if you weren't happy with that oppo, we ran some sick ones earlier though. The physics are free if you're just joining us and we're on the fence about anything. The physics are very free. Someone was saying they're too free. You need to not be so free. That's insane. I want to get to this. Kind of got it. Yeah, but I mean, you're seeing where it's lagging. It looks kind of, it almost feels like you're running it on a PC that's not powerful enough to play it. That's kind of what it feels like. The track deterioration, you can see the rut starting to form with the AI a little bit. It's actually really good. You put it on a really, really long race, which I don't really feel like doing right now. Maybe I'll edit a video down and put it on like a long lap or a long race, and then you can see how much the terrain will decay, track will decay. But with the AI, I'm assuming like with real people in a multiplayer, oh, that's something we were gonna check out. In a multiplayer lobby, it would be really bad. Like the track's gonna get eaten up horribly, especially if you put on like 30 laps. I think 30 laps is the maximum in multiplayer. And I love what they did with the multiplayer options. They gave you the option to not just run the set playlist like they had in Encore. You actually, sometimes I get a weird bounce and it just doesn't, I don't know, it kind of throws me off. But they gave you the options to do other races and custom stuff. And they have a new spectating mode too, where it's trackside, like 2 different versions of it, which I love. Because a lot of times you're going to be spectating when you go into multiplayer. It's just the way it is. So whatever is what it is, but I like it. And sometimes you don't need a preload. I mean, you don't really need a preload that much. When people start to get really good at the games, I think, or the game. It's a weird line. I've never done that. I don't think people will be preloading that much. When people start hitting their marks, I guess, getting used to the way the game handles, I really don't think there's going to be need for much preloading. Preloading only lets you do so much in this game anyways. Like, if you're trying to go for huge lines, eventually it's like the preload doesn't do you any good and you'd just be better off without preloading. Which is interesting. There we go, we got up on there. It's really laggy in that corner though, it's a bummer. Now I'm not 100% sure if MotoCoins are based off of how long the race is or just how difficult you have it set. I'm curious about that. I love the whip system in the game though. It's so, it took, whoa, it was a slight learning curve, but it was worth it. It's so smooth, it's so fluid, and it's very, very free. I mean, I didn't mind the whips in Encore. Everybody hated that. Or not everybody hated it. I don't know. Everybody complained about it. I thought they were not that bad. I'd seen people that would throw mad whips in Encore, and it really wasn't that bad. But I think it's definitely better in here. And I actually, to be honest with you, it was a slight learning curve, but I think, look at those ruts, man. I think it's actually easier once you learn to whip in this game than it is in Encore even. It's just, it takes a little getting used to. Let's see how many credits we get is what I'm concerned about. I wish credits were also based off of how badly you beat the AI. And you do earn coins. That's another thing. If you go into multiplayer, you're still earning MotoCoins. So you're earning MotoCoins all the time. So you want to go into multiplayer and grind that, you're still going to get something for it. Basically. Best moto game for PS4? Yeah, I mean, I'm just glad that, I think it's, well, there's a couple things, I guess, about it. I think if you were looking at this and MES, I really think the games kind of complement each other. They do things that the other one doesn't do, basically. I want to run another national is the problem, but man, some of these I don't think I'm gonna get it. All right, let's do it. Let's just check it out. Now, keep in mind, this is supposedly. Well, maybe let's not find the worst one here. Let's find maybe this one's not so bad. Keep in mind, this is going to get patched. They're aware of it. They're working on it. I think maybe they already have the patch. I'm not sure, but they're fixing it. It's gonna be fixed. MX Supercross legs on PC, yeah, it does for me too. So, I really think on PC, if you have a pretty good computer, it's gonna run really good. If it loads, please don't crash on me. Please don't crash. I feel like it's not gonna load. We might have to restart the game, and then we're gonna find out if my credits are still there. Oh man. Oh boy, I don't want to have to start from 0 for a third time. Oh, thank you. It loaded. It seems like a long time. I love this track. This track is like, it's a national, but it's a jumpy national. You do get like it's not a clutch boost though. It's not a clutch boost, but you do get like a slight boost off the start if you are really good on the gate drop. It's kind of weird. I don't really see the lag. It's just like the lag is so strong sometimes it just like pulls me to the side. And that's being a little exaggerating. But, oh, it's pretty bad right there. Some spots it's like. I think the farther I get away from the AI, the better it'll run. And it's definitely something, I think, with the AI. Because I'll run this track. Well, I did in a video. I don't remember what video it was. And the lag's not a deal at all. I mean, a little bit here and there, but it runs pretty smooth by itself. So, I really think it has something to do with the AI. I don't know. I could be wrong. I mean, I'm not a video game guy or anything like that. I mean, like, I don't make video games, but really, I think it's something with the AI because I think the farther we get away from them, the better it's going to run too. Okay, maybe not. I mean, we're getting a little bit farther away, but turning that corner, but we were also facing where they were coming from, so I don't know. If you have it on Xbox, what does it run like on Xbox? Is it more or less the same or better? Or what? I know, and I already said this, I'm repeating myself, but I know that people were saying that on the Pro and on the One X, you're getting the 1080-60, but you're having some slight screen tearing, which, I mean, they're aware of it, working on it, or I think they do have something fixed for it. I'm not sure exactly. I'm guessing there could be a day one patch. I'm hoping there's a, because the 27th is the official release date. I'm hoping there's a day one patch. But, you know, we'll just have to wait and see. Because the lag, I know I keep saying it, but a lot of people keep talking about it. It's pretty rough on some of the nationals. It's kind of doable on supercross, but, I mean, I'm getting through the game. I'm getting through this race and everything, even with it the way it is, but no. I mean, when you're buying a game, you expect it to not be like this. But again, this was early access, technically. And yeah, people will be like, yeah, but the release date's only a couple days away, but it's still early access, so we don't know. We don't know. Who knows how good? Let's say they release a day one patch and it basically fixes everything. Let's just say. I mean, I don't know for sure, but let's say that was a possibility. Then technically, they fixed it for the official release date, and everybody that had it for everything else was early access. So having some problems like this was a known thing. Then they can get an idea of what it's going to be like in the field. I mean, it's hard to simulate everything, you know what I mean? So, I mean, I bought the Division originally. I was playing with my wife, and I remember when we got it, I got into the game fine, no big deal. But when she tried getting it, it didn't work. You had to line up and queue up a line, like a single file line, and it wasn't supposed to be like that. There was other problems. I've seen huge game companies have massive issues. I've heard stories. It's just, I mean, it's insane. So to have some problems like this that are fixable, that are definitely fixable, no, I don't think it's a big deal. I don't think it's a problem. I think it would be a problem if it never goes away. Yeah, okay, I'm agreeing there, but whatever. I don't think it's nothing that can't be fixed. And again, it hasn't officially released yet, so but I love this track, dude. If you haven't checked out Shadow Valley, do yourself a favor and go run some hot laps there. I mean, you can do it against the AI. It'll look just like this. So if you can handle this much lag, then you'll be fine. It's a doable lag. It's like, it's there, but it doesn't affect you because it's a national. Supercross, I think the lag affects me more because the tracks are a little tighter. They're still overscaled, but I think it works for the way the game plays. It's a little bit tighter. And you're just relying on hooking up and getting a really good line out of it. Here you can kind of mess up and still preload your way out of it a little bit. Basically. Oh my god. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, we still got the credits. Problem is when I finish this stream, I'm scared to turn off my PlayStation. I feel like if there's something I want to record, I'm going to have to record it now while it's still working. You know what I mean? Because otherwise I might have to grind the game out again, and I don't want to. I love the game, but it's like I have to grind it out the same way just so I can get the credits quickly, which is a little frustrating. Now this one I think lagged pretty hard. I don't remember. I don't remember this track. Let's try it. If it's too laggy, you know, we'll stop. Uh-oh, what happened? There's a whole bunch of messages that got deleted. Yeah, the frame rate, Grant, for me, same thing, dude. Just the frame rate kind of affects it. This game's so disappointing. I mean, if that's the way you feel, dude, I'm not going to try and convince you otherwise, but I disagree. I think it's one of those when you get your hands on it or playing it, it's fun. It's fun. It's a big game, dude. It's a big game. A toaster could run a game better than OG Xbox. Ride a two-stroke? We did ride a two-stroke earlier. We were using the 125 as the only game I had or the bike that I had upgraded. Yeah, this one looks like it might be pretty laggy. And then see, all of a sudden it just smooths out right there. See, right here, it looks good for a second. Oh, now we're back to some issues. I don't know this track at all. I don't remember it. Oh, it's got the puddles on it. Everybody's gonna be freaking out. Oh yeah, I do remember this track. I ran this in the first video, I think. Oh, that section feels so good. Kind of throwing it sideways a little bit. It's fun. If you learn it a little bit, and this one's actually running pretty okay. I mean, I'm not becoming complacent with it. I want to see a patch for it, but if I have to play it now and say something about it, I think, you know, this one's running pretty all right. You guys you haven't seen some of them. There's a couple nationals where it's pretty strong, right? Again, Turtle Beach is probably the worst one, I think, as far as the frame rate issue. This one's not too bad. I'm just not sure where I want to preload and where I don't want to preload. I think I could probably triple down that, maybe. I was going to tweak on this bike setting. Now, I'm actually pretty happy with it. It still feels like there's a little maybe too much, excuse me, a little too much traction in the corners with it. If you start to brake, I can't square off the corner now, though, the way I changed up the tuning on it. So maybe we'll take a look at that and see if we can loosen up that back end just a little bit more. I don't know how that AI got supposed to be so fast. See, here it runs good, right there on that specific section of track. So you can tell the AI is running good here because it's not lagging. Oh, I think you can quad that. Oh yeah, for sure, you're quadding that. 450, probably could do it on the 252. I better be careful. Everyone gets mad when I say you could do it on the 450, but not the 250. Maybe you could on the 250, but for sure on the 450. double up the hill. It's kind of a rough track. Kind of surprised we're not pulling away from these guys a little bit easier than that. At least because I don't know the track very good. Bike's pretty much upgraded. The only thing we're missing is the suspension upgrade, I believe. See, pretty laggy right there. No preload here. And I think I was going to try and triple down this hill. Was it this one? Oh yeah, easy. Triple, double down the hill, that works. I think we have it kind of memorized now. Probably needed a preload there. I'm off the track, but I think these aren't solid. Yeah, those banners aren't solid, so you can kind of go off the track and it doesn't really affect you. The tough blocks are, but the banners aren't. So when the ad bumps you over, I kept expecting to hit that and have a problem, but it really doesn't affect you. Starting to pull away a little bit here. These much needed credits. Cross your fingers that my PlayStation doesn't crash. Or not crash. Oh, I was gonna try and quad that. Tournament of whoops. Something wrong? The race is on now? Oh my god. Guys, I'm gonna finish this race, then I gotta go. The race is on. Did someone say that in the comments? Oh, the race is on. If you're missing it because of this, go watch. Don't watch me. Go watch the race. I thought it was on at 7:30. It's in Indianapolis. Why would it be on now? It means it's on at 4:30 Eastern time. 5:30? The race is on, guys. If you have cable, it's Fox Sports 1. If not, it's supercrosslive.com or whatever. I don't know. I didn't do that. So I'm going to finish this race and then be done. I can't believe it. I'm missing it. I missed the first half hour. Oh my god. Please be the finish. Okay. That's snow maps. I don't think there is any, but they might add it. You don't know. If you have suggestions for things, guys, they've already made it clear. There's a link to their Facebook in the description. Click that, go to their Facebook, and message them. Say, I want to see this, I want to see this, I want to see this. Whatever it is, go talk to them. That's how, that's what they want. They want to incorporate that stuff. People are like, they don't listen to us. BS. They are listening, they're trying, they're doing what they can to whatever. So, yeah, go talk to them and tell them what you want to see, and they'll listen and do what they can, and you know, whatever. Play multiplayer. Ryan, the Supercross race is on. Real Supercross. I am missing it right now. I missed the first half hour. I thought it was on at 7:30, not 5:30. I guess I'm not a die-hard Supercross fan because I didn't know when it was on. It's from Indianapolis, so yeah, you too, man. Have a good one. Everybody, thanks for stopping by. We'll probably try and stream later. I think eventually I'm going to move to Twitch, but for the first little while at least, we'll be streaming over here. The stream was insane. A lot of you guys dropped by. It really does mean a lot. I'm just glad that it was able to go. At the beginning, it was really bad and laggy, and I don't know. I need to work on my capture card because I think that's the problem here, why we're not getting what we need. Your birthday is on the 28th. Well, happy early birthday. Can't wait to watch more. Yeah, I'll try and get another video up tonight. I have a couple things planned, a couple cool ideas. So, yep, gonna go watch the race. You guys should too. Thanks for stopping by. Means a lot. And we'll see you next time.